Welcome to Codex Portal, our secure UK-hosted translation management system designed to streamline multilingual workflows for public sector organizations of every size. The platform provides unlimited stakeholder access at no extra cost, centralizes all localization activity, and operates 24/7 via web or mobile. Every workflow, from initial request to final delivery, is fully trackable, auditable, and compliant with UK public sector expectations for security, transparency, and accountability. Codex stores and processes information exclusively where necessary for service delivery, and does so in full accordance with the UK GDPR and the Data Protection Act 2018. All data is hosted in UK-based data centers, encrypted in transit and at rest, protected by role-based access controls, multi-factor authentication, strong password policies, and continuous audit logging. These measures ensure that information remains secure throughout its lifecycle. Let's walk through how the portal works. Visit the login page and enter your username and password. The portal enforces secure authentication, HTTPS encryption, and automatic lockout policies to prevent unauthorized access. After logging in, you'll see your personalized dashboard, an at-a-glance overview of your current requests, quotes, orders, and project progress. Click Create a Request to begin. You can create a quote request or place a direct order, bypassing the quote stage. You can also choose whether you want a translation project or an interpreting project. In this demo, we'll request an interpreting quote. Enter your project name, internal notes, and any reference or PO numbers required by your organization's approval process. The description field helps all project teams and linguists understand the context and requirements. Choose the services you need. You can see that there are multiple interpreting services available. If your organization has multiple departments or teams, select the relevant one from the drop-down to keep your activity clearly separated. Choose the language pair for the interpreting assignment, source and target languages. Where applicable, include the specific locale that you require, for example, Brazilian Portuguese versus Portuguese for Portugal. If you work with the same language combinations regularly, you can save them as defaults to simplify future requests. For interpreting assignments, you can also choose the number of required interpreters. In the following step, provide all information regarding the time and location of the assignment. In case there is a recurrent location, we can save its details in a pre-filled template for you. At the bottom, you can insert any additional information about the contact person at the location. Next, upload your files. Our portal's secure file upload function replaces the need for email exchanges and ensures all documents remain encrypted inside our UK-hosted environment. There are no file size limits or restrictions on the number of files. Since this is an interpreting assignment, the only relevant files will be reference materials for the interpreter. Click the folder icon to browse or drag and drop files directly. Review your full project summary on the final page. If anything needs adjusting, click Edit to return to the relevant section. You can confirm that all files uploaded correctly by using the preview icons. When you are happy with all the request's parameters, press Submit. You'll receive an on-screen confirmation and your new request will appear instantly on your dashboard. The portal includes a comprehensive reporting suite that provides complete visibility and control over your multilingual operations. You can generate custom reports filtered by time period, service type, department, project status, or financial data. All reports are exportable and support governance, procurement oversight, and internal audit needs. The portal also serves as a full project archive, containing details of every request, quote, file, message, deliverable, and invoice, ensuring long-term transparency and traceability. Whenever a project goes ahead, your dedicated project management team will prepare all files for production in a way that ensures efficiency and easy access to all applicable references. When a project manager sends an assignment to a linguist, the system generates an automatic email alert with the essential details. Linguists can accept or decline directly from the email or by logging into their own dashboard. Linguists are only added to our talent database and set up with a portal account once they have proven that they meet all requirements in terms of experience and signed an NDA agreement. When a linguist logs into the portal with their credentials, their dashboard view displays all jobs they've been invited to, including language combinations, work volume, instructions, and deadlines. Opening a project reveals the full brief, reference files, and any special notes from the team. Linguists simply click Accept or Reject. If they reject, the assignment disappears and is automatically reallocated by the project management team to another suitable linguist. If they accept, they can begin working immediately. For sensitive, complex, or unusual requests, project managers may choose to contact linguists directly rather than rely solely on automated notifications, ensuring the most suitable specialist is assigned. To set up an in-person AI-assisted interpreting session, simply select your language as the host language and select the patient's language as the guest language. There are two modes, but for this demo, we'll use the most commonly applied mode, the two-button setup. Click here to receive a summary at the end of the session detailing what was discussed. Click Start Session. Click here to play instructions in the guest's language about how to use the app.
Estamos usando intérprete de IA para nos comunicarmos com você. Por favor, aguarde o sinal sonoro falar, use a sua língua nativa e fale naturalmente.
To start, simply click the microphone for your language and start speaking. Hello, thanks for visiting. What brings you in today?
Olá, obrigado pela visita. O que o traz hoje?
Olá, doutor. Sinto-me muito congestionada e com uma dor de cabeça forte.
Hello, doctor. I feel very congested and have a bad headache.
I am sorry to hear that. How long have you been feeling this way?
Lamento ouvi-lo. Há quanto tempo se sente assim?
Começou há cerca de 2 semanas. Começou como uma constipação, mas piorou bastante na última semana.
It started about 2 weeks ago. It started as a cold, but it got a lot worse in the last week.
And have you had any fever, chills, or changes in your sense of smell?
E já teve febre, calafrios ou alterações no olfato?
Sim, tive uma febre baixa nos últimos dias e agora quase não consigo cheirar nada.
Yes, I had a low-grade fever in the last few days. And now I can hardly smell anything.
Right, that's helpful to know. It sounds like your cold may have developed into a sinus infection. This usually clears up by itself after a few weeks. Just get lots of rest and drink plenty of fluids. If needed, you can also take some painkillers like ibuprofen.
Certo, isso é útil saber. Parece que o seu resfriado pode ter evoluído para uma infecção sinusal. Isso geralmente desaparece por si só depois de algumas semanas. Basta descansar muito e beber muitos líquidos. Se necessário. Você também pode tomar alguns analgésicos como o ibuprofeno.
Click here to end the session when you're finished. A transcript and summary of your discussion will be shown on screen, which you are able to review and edit as needed. To refer back to a previous call at a later stage, your previous sessions can be found in the History section on the homepage. In this video, we will be reviewing the ad-hoc translations capability of the AI-driven platform. This translation capability allows users to upload and translate any given document into a target language immediately. To begin, at the top of this page, we see the area to upload the document that we're looking to translate. We click the Browse Files button to upload the document from our device. This can be a computer, a phone, a tablet. We then clarify the source language of that document and select our target language. We can simply select from the drop-down list, or if there's many languages available, we can type to narrow down that list. Then we click the Translate button and the translation begins. It can take anywhere from seconds to up to a minute for the translation to complete, depending on the complexity of the document. As we're waiting for that translation, I will scroll down to our history grid where we get to see the status of the different translations for the document we uploaded. We see that the translation is in progress. At that time, users will also receive an email notification letting them know their translation is successfully in progress. When the translation is completed, this screen will refresh and notify us that it is completed, and I will receive an email notification that the translation is done. In this grid, we can see the details of the file by clicking on the file name. We have the option to download the translated document and send it to a recipient. We can also request human validation. In case we would like to send this to a human linguist for review, if it's sensitive material and we want to get it double-checked by a human, for instance, we can click that button and the validation request will be sent to a dedicated project manager at Codex Global. Back to our grid, we can also hover over each of these documents to see a preview, one in the source language and one in the translated language. We can download the documents by clicking the download icon, and we can send it to a recipient immediately from here. Additionally, if human validation has been completed, we can click on that file details page to see a signature of which linguist completed the validation, when they validated that document, and any comments they have left. Then, when we click the download button here, we will download the validated document, including any changes that were made. Lastly, we can take a look at a translated document. On the left side, we see the English version of the document that I uploaded, and on the right side, we see that translated into Spanish. All of the layout and formatting of the document has been maintained, and that translation is applied immediately. That covers our overview of the ad-hoc translations capability. In this video, we'll be showing our real-time translation services. These are often integrated with an electronic patient record system, such as Epic, but can also be used standalone on our platform. This demo will present a case study of how a large multi-site healthcare organization used the platform in their outpatient clinics. We'll be reviewing message translations, a digital questionnaire, and a visit summary. As context, we'll be following two key individuals: the patient, a 6-month-old baby named Andy, and Andy's parent, Danielle, who is a Spanish-speaking carer. In this case study, we integrated with the organization's EPR. They used Epic, and they wanted key appointment information to be automatically translated and shared with the family once the appointment was scheduled. At the point of booking, the patient's family receives a message with a reminder about the appointment the day before and information that must be completed in advance. When the appointment is scheduled, the parent receives a text message translated into their preferred language, including a secure link to review the information. Clicking the link opens the application, where all content is displayed in the user's language. As we view the message, we see it translated in real time into Spanish. For patients or carers with low literacy or accessibility needs, audio playback is available so the message can be listened to as well. The parent can type their response in their own language and close the message. From the clinical team's perspective, that reply appears in English for easy review. The team can also view the original Spanish version and have the option of listening to the message in either language. The parent also receives a questionnaire to complete in their language. For context, this example shows a developmental questionnaire typically used in pediatrics to track early years development. It contains background information on both the baby and family members, development questions for the parent to complete, and scoring sections, which is usually done manually by staff. There are also images embedded to help the questionnaire recipient answer the questions as accurately as possible. We can also find free response text boxes as needed. At the very end of the questionnaire, there is a full scoring form that staff would again have to complete manually. Back in the application in the recipient's view, the questionnaire is now fully digitized and pre-populated with information pulled securely from the EPR, such as the child's name, date of birth, and demographic details. The parent can work through multiple choice questions, image-based prompts, and free text response areas. After submission, the parent receives a copy of their responses in their own language, and the clinical team receives the translated version in English. The original formatting is preserved and all required scoring is completed automatically by the system, removing manual workload from staff. At the end of the questionnaire, the scoring page is also completed automatically.